Come here. Oh, don't go near that prop. Oh my, 3 times. Oh, huge, big, massive big flathead. Just over 85 centimetres. Go girl. Well, welcome back to my lure box. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm just going to keep the camera rolling. I'm fishing my soft glide again and it is howling winds. I'm out here fishing on an area, one of my favourite little creeks to fish, but it gets absolutely hammered with traffic, with boat noise, with people swimming, dogs playing in the shallows. And what I wanted to do, I basically just got that feeling, my confidence has just gone through the roof. The winds hit the surface of the water and it's slightly discoloured the water through here. I'm at the last of a run out tide, just small tides today, but my confidence is right up there. And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna start a video, keep rolling and talk you through what's going on, why my confidence is up for a fish here, and see if we can get it done in the next 5 or so minutes. I've got my back to the wind and I'm throwing with the wind to help with these big long casts. I'm coming up onto an area where there's a couple of little junctions here where water just falls over little edges, and it's only about that much of a drop, 1.5 feet, 2 feet of a drop. There's not a lot of water on the flats. It's about maybe 3 feet deep. But these flats are just beautiful. They're perfect. Lots of yubby holes. There's stingrays and things moving around. I've seen some big mullet and whiting just turning, rolling and scooting around on the flats as it drains out. And I just think there's enough pieces of the puzzle working here to get it done. Even with the boat traffic, it's the middle of the day. There's a dog been playing over on the bank there and plenty of boats across this already. Once this wind hits, if it doesn't dirty it up, I reckon it's a really good little it hides your approach and it moves bait around, stuff gets disoriented, and the visibility isn't perfect like it has been all morning. So my big shadow, my presence on these flats is hidden. I reckon that can help bring the bite on. Usually I'd be fishing with my plonk, but I haven't got it here, so I'm relying on the electric motor to keep me moving along this flat as quietly as I can. I'm just focusing my casts along the edge of the bank where it sort of drops off and then bringing it through that little bit deeper water. Now that the sun's been up, I tend to think some of these big flathead, they kind of sit just a little bit off the shoulder of the bank, like not right up on it. During the night, they're definitely up on those shallows in, less than 6 inches of water. But once the sun's up and the birds have been feeding and things like that, I tend to think they just sit off the shoulder a little bit more in a safer position. So that's where I'm starting to bring my lure through. That big slap that as she lands is actually a real trigger for the big flathead. So my confidence is right up in that first metre or two from when it lands. Some big flatheads see it, they scoot over and grab it from where they are. sometimes you feel like you land it right on their head. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sort of scanning my casts through and trying to cover as much ground with that land. So I'm trying to put the landing soft glide in the right position. All right, let's see if we can get another one over here. Oh. Keeping these lands of the lure right away from the boat as far out as I can get it, so that I'm not spooking these really wary big fish. They're really experienced. They've seen hundreds of lures, been presented with hundreds of baits and lures. So doing it with that stealth and that approach where you're kind of hidden, that's real key. See if we can convert one here. Come on, big floody, where are you? Pretty good cast right on the shoulder. There's about 3 or 4 more shots that I reckon might be the one to pull the flathead up. I'm just trying to hit my track first, so where I'm headed, I'm trying to get the cast over that, so if there is a fish in there ready to go, I'm not going to spook it just by rolling on top of it with the boat. I can get the soft glide at it first. In pressured waters like this, the flathead can be a little bit slower to respond, and so I give it a lot of time, especially when I feel like I'm in that right spot. You barely need to do anything with the action of the rod. Like, you can just 3 winds and then just leave it, and that's enough for it to do everything that the flathead wants. These really big fish. I've had a fair few questions now online about the weight of these soft glides, like how heavy they are. So they're 64 grams fully rigged, and I think people who are riding that, who are wondering how heavy they are wondering how to match it to a rod. Now, this rod here, it says weight 5 to 10 kilo. Okay, so this is an Anarchy, a 7.6 Anarchy, and this is, you know, maybe even heavier than what you need at 5 to 10. I think like a snapper setup, like a 5 to 8 kilo or a 4 to 8 kilo spinning stick, that's absolutely perfect for throwing them. You want that little bit of feel in the tip of the rod to be able to cushion the big flatty when she's taken off across the flats. So my 8.3 medium heavy HardRocker, I just think that's a perfect rod for this. They're pretty reasonably priced too, from what I can gather. They're sort of like around that $180 mark or something like that, and they've got absolutely plenty. They'd be my favourite for throwing at these throwing these soft glides with. All right, I'm just going to have one more back across the shallows. That's right over like 3 inches of water there. There's nothing in that. Just see. Don't have a lot of time today. I literally just come out for like an hour and a half and that's it. Around here. Yep. Oh, there was one. Come on, big floody. Ah. Yep, again. Got it. Got it. Oh, dropped it. Ah. Again. Now I got it. That's a third time. Big hook set, big flathead, huge flatty. Oh, giant, absolute belter. Holy, I've been waiting for you, big girl. Look at the size of that. What a belter. Come here. Oh, don't go near that prop. Oh my, look at the size of this flatty. Oh, go. You are huge. Come here, big girl. Wait till you get a look at the size of this. 3 times. Oh, huge, big, massive, big flatty. Come and have a look at this, folks. Wow. Oh, this is just unreal. Look at the size of this giant flathead. Oh, what a fish. I'm going to try and just quickly get this big soft glide out. Have a look at the size of this big brute. Wait there, buddy. Oh, she's so fat. She's massive. Wait on, mate. I'm going to get that out. I'll get it out. Hang on. Oh. She is a giant. Oh, she's going to damage one of my rods. She's so big. She's thrown the hooks out. The hooks have come out. There we go. She's thrown the lure all by herself. Oh. Have a look at this. A big tally giant. What a fish on the soft glide. A big soft glide giant. What a fish. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to put her in the net, just swim her for a bit. I want to get a measure on her. She's just over 85 centimeters. What a fish. What a giant. Have a look at that. She's kicking now.